During mediation, the police discovered that a section of the building which housed 23 girls was on fire, which quickly spread, engulfing the building and trapping the girls. Some were rescued through a window to the back, and after cooling down operations, the bodies of the 5 girls were found among the rubble. However, CVM News understands that the key to the section where the girls were staying could not be found, hampering efforts by the firemen. Responding to the incident, the councillor for the Alexandria Division pointed to negligence in reference to the missing key.
I am told, I do not know, it's a second-hand report, that even when they asked for the keys, they could not retrieve the key to set the person free from the building.
Meanwhile, children's advocate Mary Clark is expressing grief and regret, noting that her office will be following the situation and subsequent events closely. In a statement Saturday afternoon, she explained that her office is gathering the facts, and should it become necessary, a civil suit will be filed on behalf of the girls. Garfield Burford, CVM News.
In other news, there is still no word from the People's National Party as to who will be their candidate for the Northeast St. Catherine constituency. However, party insiders say trade unionist Granville Valentine may be given the nod as the party's candidate to go up against the JLP's Gregory Mayer. Mr. Valentine is already the PNP's constituency chairman, and his confirmation could come at a meeting tonight in Glengough as the party officially opens its constituency office. Since the Prime Minister announced the date of the by-election, the PNP has been mum on who its candidate will be, or even whether it will be contesting the vote. The June 16 by-election in Northeast St. Catherine will be the second since the start of the year, following the March 23 vote in West Portland, in which Darrell Vaz retained his seat as Member of Parliament. 2 days away from Labour Day activities, and the People's National Party continues to chastise the government for its selection of projects. Member of Parliament for Western Hanover, Ian Hales, is demanding that the chairman of the Labour Day Committee, Olivia Grange, definitively state what will be taken on as the Labour Day project in that constituency. It's understood that the Fire Prevention Office and the District Officers' Quarters are up for expansion come Monday, but Mr. Hales informed that he had already selected a project. He says he feels disrespected and is of the view that the government is playing politics with the Labour Day projects.
What I'm seeing here being exhibited by the government in Hanover, it borderlines on incompetency. It's Saturday. I called SDC yesterday. They didn't know anything about the project. I ended up calling the parish council. They didn't know anything about the project either. I called the fire station. They said they heard something about it on Saturday night, and they are not sure in terms of if the project will be or will it go on at the fire station.
Mr. Hales feels the reconstruction of a house recently gutted by fire which claimed the life of a 9-year-old disabled boy should have been the Labour Day project for the constituency. However, an official of the Culture Ministry this afternoon insisted the project for the expansion of the fire station was registered, and if the MP wants to take on a personal project, he is free to do so. The official also dismissed the notion that projects were selected to suit political objectives. The Nain police in St. Elizabeth are investigating the shooting death of 58-year-old farmer Anthony Broomfield in its district in the parish last evening. It's reported that at about 10:20 p.m., Mr. Bromfield, who was playing his regular game of cards in Gazeland district with another friend, was pounced upon by 2 gunmen. The gunman, who escaped with his licensed firearm, did not hurt his friend, who managed to escape.
Yeah, I'm right at Glaze and I shot me and 2 on a gamble. I'm take a shot, I see 2 men walk from the back with 2 guns in them and say, don't move. I'm see them 2 and get up and see the man start put upon him and I run left him.
According to councillor for the Myersville Division in Southeast St. Elizabeth, Richard Parchment, over a period of time, crime and violence has been creeping into the constituency, and the police need to address the issue before more lives are lost.
Every night, every shop is being broken. People cannot enjoy their life anymore. They have to be locking up in their houses like they're criminals. We need stepped up police patrols in this part of the parish.
The police, them do for them duty and get rid of the gunman them.
Heavy rains across the island in recent days have negatively impacted the island's roadways. In Tollgate Clarendon, late this week, the roadway caved in, forcing the owner of this truck to discard a load of sand because his truck had overturned. The unfortunate incident has compromised a nearby pipeline, which could be damaged if the problem is not speedily addressed. The residents are very concerned and are urging the authorities to act quickly. Another 50 children at the Bustamante Hospital for Children will be able to undergo critical heart surgeries made possible by the Scotiabank Jamaica Foundation. On Friday, the bank donated $5 million to the cause. The surgeries are to take place within the next 18 to 24 months. The hospital has 200 children on a waiting list for congenital heart surgery. Approximately 100 are diagnosed each year with the defect and have to wait until funding is available due to a general inability to afford the surgery. And now for a look at what's happening overseas, we turn to the CNN.
In Sri Lanka, tens of thousands of displaced Tamil civilians are now crowded in camps after government troops overran rebel-controlled areas. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon called conditions appalling after touring one camp on Saturday. Pakistani authorities say the battle for control of the Swat Valley is now being fought in the region's biggest city. Urban warfare in Mingora has left 17 militants dead, according to a military spokesman. He said it's the most important battle Pakistani forces have faced in the Swat Valley so far. As Iran gears up for its presidential election, the incumbent is accusing his predecessor of humiliating the country by halting uranium enrichment in 2003. Meanwhile, reformist candidate Mir Hossein Mousavi told a rally that Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's policies have defamed Iran and undermined the dignity of Iranians. A British tabloid alleges there's been a royal breach of security. News of the World says a chauffeur working for Queen Elizabeth allowed an undercover reporter into secure areas of Buckingham Palace. In exchange, the chauffeur reportedly received cash. Buckingham Palace says it's looking into the allegations.
And that's the news. Coming up in Sports Watch later, a mild upset is created in the Lotto Classic for the Governor's Cup at Caymanas Park. That and more in Sports Watch later. Right now we go to a break ahead of Weather Report and Wellness Watch.
News Watch Saturday was brought to you by
KFC, it's finger-licking good.
I love the convenience of the new Grace Quick Cook Porridge. You put the porridge in your pot, add water, and cook.
Grace Quick Cook Porridge. It's innovation without limitation. A better phone service for our great nation. With the fastest technology, break free with Clara 3G. Break free. Voice calls and a video calls. 3G. Faster internet for all of we. Go Clara when you will know. Your old cell service is really slow. Switch today and you will see how everything is possible for you and me. Claro, 3G, break free.
With Claro, everything is possible.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
You don't know who I am.
Who I am. And you never will.
You never will.
I'm a Crime Stopper.
Crime Stopper.
It's easy.
Easy to fight crime.
When you phone Crime Stop,
they give you
a number.
They don't want your name. They don't want to know who you are.
Not interested.
No identification.
You're a number.
963.
I am 513.
I am 415.
236.
They take information on the phone.
They investigate.
You call back.
You get a reward for any crime.
When you want it.
How you want it.
It's easy. Simple.
Safe.
Secure.
Effective.
Crime Stop 311. Sponsored by Cable and Wireless. Financed by NCB.
Sunglasses at night.
Good evening and welcome to our watch on the weather for this Labor Day weekend. I am Marlon Verti. Well, we continue to be influenced by this broad area of a trough that has been affecting the islands of the Greater Antilles. Now, these conditions will continue to affect these islands until early next week, so we're still in for a wet weekend. If we look closer at Jamaica this afternoon, we can see that not much in the way of clouds visible on the satellite, but we did have some of those clouds mainly over the interior of Jamaica. Now, these cloudy conditions will continue until tomorrow afternoon, where we are expecting thunder showers to persist over much of the interior as a result of that upper level trough. This is what is happening on the marine forecast. On the north coast, the winds will be northeast to east at just about 15 knots, wave heights a meter and a half, and on the south coast, winds will be east to southeast at just about 15 knots, wave heights 1.2 meters. For the weather in your area, we're looking for showers over Black River and Linstead. Falmouth and Kingston could have some showers in the afternoon, while Morants Bay will be having thunder showers, high temperatures getting up to just about 30 degrees Celsius. Over to the other side of the island, over Montego Bay and Negril, we're looking for showers and mostly cloudy conditions with a high of 29 and 31 respectively. Ocho Rios and Porto Maria and Portmore also will be having afternoon showers, while Savlamar will be mostly cloudy with a high of just about 30 degrees Celsius. Now the almanac shows sunrise for Kingston tomorrow will be at 5:32. Now sunset in Negril will be at 6:42. If we're traveling to Atlanta tomorrow, looking for a thunder shower there with a high of 25. Hong Kong will be having showers with a high of just 26. London and Toronto, they'll be having sunny conditions with a high of 21 and 19 respectively. While Miami and New York City, they'll be having afternoon thunder showers, high temperatures just about 28, 26 degrees Celsius respectively. Now this is a beautiful photograph from A. Palmer over there in St. Andrew that shows a beautiful bird in the hand. We still live in harmony with nature. Keep those photographs coming in to Weather Watch at CVM-TV.rm. Stay tuned for Wellness Watch and Sports Watch up next.
Want extra minutes? Aching for more? Lime's got a cure. Sign up for any Lime postpaid mobile plan and get double or even triple line-to-line minutes for 3 whole months. Enjoy some first aid for postpaid from Lime.